Hello, hello. Come on in. Welcome. All right. Hello, everyone. I'm back. I'm back. Another Wednesday. Can you believe it? Welcome. Hello, chat. Hello, Spotify. I haven't seen you in a while. Guess what? We got some new music. Yes, right here on the channel. Do you like it? And if you have been tuning into my YouTube, you know I have been uploading some new sounds and some new vibes with no weird frequencies. No, that's a big one. No weirdness involved. I hope everyone is doing awesome tonight. Thank you so much. And don't forget, hit that subscribe button. Share this knowledge. Share it to as many people, even if they may seem like, oh, I'm not into this type of content. Hey, share it anyway. You never know what they can learn from it. Another quick update. If you have already supported my book, When Satan Plays Matchmaker, give me a thumbs up in the chat. If not, please go to Amazon or Apple Books and purchase your copy of When Satan Plays Matchmaker. Purchase your copy today. It is on Amazon and Apple Books, Scribd, Kindle. So make sure that you are also reviewing the book on Amazon. Give it a 5-star review. We need all of the love and appreciation that we can definitely get. And of course, I would greatly appreciate it, and it helps this channel. Now, tonight, we are talking about the narcissist and how they're actually ruled by lust as well as perversion. And I'm also going to touch on, there's this doctrine going around saying that all men cheat. Every man is a cheater. You will not find any faithful man. Do I think that's true? Yeah, you will be surprised at my thoughts on that. I mean, come on now. Let's take a guess. What do you think I'm going to say? But let's get right into it. Now, when we're talking about how a narcissist is ruled by lust and perversion. Hi, chat. They're ruled by lust and perversion. There's also something that I want to add where it stems from a deep-rooted hatred for you. There is a deep-rooted hatred. And I call this a hidden hatred because you don't know that this person has this jealousy, envy, and outright hate toward you until you get to that discard, until you get to that devalue. You're just going along as if you are in a normal functioning relationship, and that is far from the truth. Now, Proverbs 26 actually says that an enemy's hatred is hidden. They are hidden. The hatred inside of your enemy, which you think is your friend, you think is your partner, they have deep-rooted, hidden hatred for you. And that's according to Proverbs. So I'm not making this up. I'm not up here because I like to talk. This is something that is actual biblical, and this is substantial. And I believe in my findings and also everybody else's findings, because we go on about life thinking that everybody, not really everyone, likes us. We'll be really naive to think that every single person on this planet likes us. But there is another level to this. You would not think that someone who you sleep next to in the bed each night actually is plotting against you. You wouldn't think that someone that you set vows to and you made a deal with this person, you would not think that they hate you. So yes, there is another level to this. So Proverbs 26 says, enemies disguise themselves with their lips, but in their hearts they harbor deceit. Though their speech is charming, Do not believe them. For 7 abominations fill their hearts, whose hatred is covered by deceit. His wickedness shall be showed before the whole congregation. So there's a lot to unpack here. First and foremost, enemies disguise themselves with their lips, meaning they may say to you, "Oh my gosh, you just look so great. I love that color lipstick," or "I love how that nice tie that you have on." But that's just their mouth moving. In their heart, there is deceit there. In their heart, there is wickedness there. In their heart, there is jealousy there. In their heart, they want what you have. Remember, one of the most overlooked commandments in the Bible is thou shalt not covet. What does that mean? Thou shalt not covet. That means I shall not want what somebody else has. I shouldn't covet. I shouldn't want what another person's wife. I shouldn't want another person's life. Thou shalt not covet means basically you be content with what you have. You should not go seek out your neighbor and turn your back on people to get what you want. That's having a spirit of just your covetousness. There's a spirit of, I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but thou shalt not covet is an actual commandment, and it's the most overlooked commandment in the 10 commandments. Thou shalt not covet, meaning I shall not want what another man has, what another human being has. I should be content, or if I'm not content, that I give thanks and I give, joyous praise in all situations. In all situations, you give thanks. Okay. So we shouldn't be seeking what someone else has. You see that a lot. People don't really talk about that because it's like always a competition. You see this on YouTube too with them, content creators, or maybe in your own life, or a personal matter that you may have. Just the things such as that, you shouldn't want what somebody else has. Your time is coming. But back to Proverbs 26:24-26. So not only are they disguising their hatred for you with their talk, with their lips, their speech is actually charming, meaning you could believe them. They're saying it to you in a way where, you possibly should trust them, right? But there's another clause in this statement, in this scripture. Do not believe them. For 7 abominations fill their hearts, whose hatred is covered by deceit. And in the end there, we are presented with the fact that their wickedness will be exposed in front of everyone. And here it says the whole congregation. Some translations are different. So you can be assured that you will know that this person is hating you. They do things undercover. You think about how the narcissist may have, talked bad to your children while you weren't there, or maybe they did something foul to a family member while you weren't there. And in front of somebody's face, they're like, "Oh, well, I just love this person," but behind closed doors, you're possibly abusing them emotionally as well, maybe physically too. You see this a lot. All you have to do is turn on Dateline ID, and you will definitely see these types of scenarios. So, they also may tell you how you're such a good mother or you're such a good father, and they just love your children. But deep down, they're calling your children all types of names. They're talking about your children to their family. And, sometimes you can actually feel when someone is talking about you. You can feel when somebody is talking negative about you. In my book, I talk about what I term thought attacks. And this is why I always say distance yourself from the whole scenario. distance yourself from not only just the narcissist, but of course the new supply. Don't try to be friends with them, or I know people feel bad, or there's a lot of sympathy there, or you just want to warn them. No. As soon as you warn the new supply, no matter what the circumstances, only really rarely, would you run into a new supply that actually has their head on straight and can see right through what's going on. But usually, and majority of the time, a narcissist chooses a supply that is emotionally unstable, as well as jealous of the old supply. And why is that? It's because this is a powerhouse dynamic where the narcissist will use the new supply to target you. So they have to have a person, a new person that is willing to go behind your back. They have to have a new person that is willing to talk bad about you. I mean, just throw your name through the gutter. And that is because they probably are out from the gutter. They're not on your level. They're not even probably on the same spiritual wavelength, I'll put it that way, as you. There has to be some type of a low, I don't want to say vibrational. I don't ever want to sound new age, because I talk against the new age doctrine. But you have to have a narcissist has to have a person that is lower in a lower standard than you, and not a couple notches down than what you are. You're a person of prestige. You got your own things. You got it going on. You're doing, even if you're not all the way there, but you're aspiring to where you want to be. You have dreams, aspirations, and you have a plan to put that in motion. Then you see the new supply that the narcissists choose, and they're like, they didn't finish school. They got 6 baby daddies, 7 baby mamas. They have no aspirations for their life except for, working, what is a really probably, let's say, the lowest level job you can possibly have. They have no aspirations. They don't go to school. They have no actual dreams. There's no ambition there. And you are the complete opposite. Why is that? This is done on purpose. A narcissist chooses a supply that is beneath you. And that is the most effective person that can get that snowball machine rolling of the triangulation, the manipulation. It just can't be the narcissist by themselves. They always bring in different people to feed their drama. And a new supply that is lower in rank than you is the perfect person to target you. Okay. Now, I want to also say that, with this hidden hatred, when they come to you, when a narcissist comes to you as an angel of light, as an angel of light, just like their father. I won't say that. I'll be nice tonight. When a narcissist comes to you, you wouldn't necessarily tell at first that they're ruled by hate. But sometimes you can tell that they're ruled by lust. Okay? They are ruled by lust. That narcissist will say anything. Whatever you desire is what the narcissist will become. Let that one sink in. Whatever you desire is what the narcissist will become. Why? Because you have something that they want. You have something that a narcissist wants. One of many of the spirits that inhabit narcissists are lust demons, vampiric in nature, which are also a type of elemental spirit, meaning earth, water, marine kingdom. Then you have forest, woods, air. It kind of reminds me of the show back in the day, I forgot, where they call on air, water, sun and all that. I remember that as a kid. But one of the top ruling chief spirits in narcissism are the ones that deal with lust and perversion. This is why, see, a lot of people they kind of came for me when I said that the serpent seed needs a body. They need a body to inhabit. This is why a narcissist will come to you. You don't know their hidden hatred yet, but you can tell their lust. How can you do that? Some of them are, some people get a vibe. Am I the only one who would get a really intense vibe about somebody to the point where it's like, I can't shake it? They look at you as if, you know, they're undressing you. They look at you. And honestly, I view these people as walking parasites. And I'm trying to be somewhat nice about it and not too graphic on YouTube. But you will get approached by someone who's a narcissist. And only thing they want to do is sleep with you. Why is that? It's because what's in them wants to siphon your energy, wants to siphon your personality, wants to siphon your ambition. These things, and I talk about this also in my book under the origins. I believe it's under origins, and I talk about the Nephilim, how they slept with human women and what was behind that. Nowadays, you don't see giants walking around and trying to sleep with women. These days, it's all spiritual. Okay, so when you meet a person and they're ruled by lust, they want to come over to your house quickly. They text you, you know, in hours that are not appropriate. You know, they are surprised. These types of people are actually shocked that there are people that are not ruled by lust, because a narcissist thinks that everyone is like them. They think that this is why you probably got, when you were in that relationship, you got accused of horrible things that you did not do because a narcissist didn't believe you. They don't believe that there are good-natured people out here. They don't believe that there are people out here that are not sleeping around. They don't believe that there are people out here that are not manipulating and stealing from people. They cannot wrap their small little brains around that fact. And they view people as if they are out, as we are out to get them, when in fact, they are the ones that are preying on the general population that does not inhabit these types of spirits. Okay, I just want to make that clear. But when you're meeting a person that is animalistic in nature, why do I say animalistic in nature? A narcissist has no morals. They have no moral code. They sleep with everybody. They don't care about STDs. They don't care about not only just our physical STDs, but also spiritual STDs, sexually transmitted demons. They don't care about that because they are the ones that are giving out these types of infections physically and spiritually. Okay. So they don't care about any of that. They have no ethics, no moral code, and they have no standards. That is another reason why they can go from a person such as yourself to a low-level person that everybody has, you know, had a turn with, to be frank. Really, they don't care. They don't. They have no moral code. They cannot say no. And not only can they not say no, they cannot take the word no. Okay. So you see this a lot in, you know, when you reject them. Let's say you're pumping gas, or, you know, you have to go somewhere and especially women see this, and I have been a victim of this plenty of times. And you reject someone's advances. Oh, and then they start calling you names, or maybe you get followed out the store, or just it's the intimidation factor. Okay, anybody experience that? I mean, it's just sick. I got to the point where I don't even, if the gas station has a lot of like men outside, I don't even go and pump the gas. Or if it's a store with a lot of men, or a lot of people just there, certain types of men do this, and you can tell. But not every, but you can just tell the types of people that are going to curse you out if you say no to them. Okay. Well, why do you have to do your best to avoid these people? Like, how come, like, why do we have to go out our way, go to a different gas station or go to a different store miles away because you're afraid of being approached, and you say no, then something bad might happen to you. And there's millions of people that this scenario happens to. But going along with their animalistic nature, this is also a call to have self-control. These narcissists have no self-control. They have none. This is why, if you were in a relationship with a narcissist, let's say you went to work, you went to school, you did anything that, just, it doesn't even have to do anything like that. You just needed some time away from the person, from seeing the person, right? Soon as you walk out that door, they're on the phone, searching for supply, searching for someone to come over, searching for some type of attention, lusting after people. Soon as you're away from them, that's what happens. Why? So you mean to tell me I can't be gone for, or maybe a vacation or a trip or something, or you take a boys trip or someone takes a girls trip? You can't be away from your own home without fear of this person cheating? That's a problem. That's a problem, people. They're animalistic in nature. They have no morals. They have no standards, and they have no self-control. That's a problem. That's a problem. I also want to say that, okay, I hit that by mistake. I also want to tell people that when we're talking about subjects like this, and I know what the world tells everyone, oh, well, this is a period or a world of liberation. You can basically do what you want. And this is why I always say, look, this is their world, and people like us who are trying to do right, we just live in it. This is not our home. This is not our world. They're not doing things how we should do it. They're not doing things the way that we know is right. They will tell you, go ahead and go out and sleep with as many people as you want. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Now, people like you and me, we don't do that. So we get looked at crazy. We get, not believed, or we get, basically there's no home for us, people that are on the up and narrow. Okay. I want to give people encouragement to say, stay the course. You don't have to do what everybody is doing. These people are ruled by lust, and they're ruled by spirits that are trying to taint your soul. They're trying to siphon your energy. Being with you is a challenge for them, because some of them have never been with a good person such as yourself. All they have been with is, side chicks or side dudes, and, baby mama type dynamic. And also baby mama culture, that should be canceled if you are, trying to, just be a good person and walk with Christ. That should definitely be canceled. Honestly, somebody's got to say it. Because, you know, you don't get a prize. I see these posts about I'm the first baby mama, and, you know, I'm the only baby mama. I want to have his first child, as if you get a trophy for that. No. And I know a lot of people don't want to, you know, hear that. And of course, I'm not judging, but there's got to be someone that will say, this is not okay. I don't see that. I don't see it. Nobody's saying that this is not okay. Another point, when you have these people that have these spirits that are ruled by lust, a condom cannot protect you from what they're giving, because what they're giving is spiritual. What they're giving out has the possibility to tie your lineage, to curse your lineage to the third and fourth generation. This is why they call it a Trojan. This is why they call it a Trojan. It is a Trojan horse. Research, let me tell you what a Trojan horse, this is what it means. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go just like this so you guys won't think, and I always tell people, do your own research. What is being transmitted spiritually through these lust demons? There is no condom that could save you. That is why they call it a Trojan. A Trojan horse is actually a way that it looks like the right thing. It looks like all the other horses, right? But it's actually a disguise that is a infiltrator, like a spy, an intruder that looks like anybody else. So, okay. What is the meaning of a Trojan horse? That's a person or thing that joins and deceives a group in order to attack from the inside. Now, do you understand why that logo Trojan is on condoms? Because it's hiding in plain sight. It's an attack from the inside, but it looks innocent. It's there to protect you, but it's a false sense of protection. Y'all have to rewind that back. Clip that part right there. Clip that part right there. Rewind it. Here's another definition. If you describe a person or thing as a Trojan horse, you mean that they are being used to hide someone's purpose or intentions. So this is something that looks like all the other horses. Let's use horses for example. But it's really used to attack the other horses from the inside. It's a false sense of security. I'm telling you today, these people are ruled by lust. I recently heard on the study. There's been a study out from PubMed. And if you are familiar with PubMed, this is scholarly researched by doctors who do tons of not only peer-reviewed research, but actual stats and medical research. This is not someone's opinion. So there's a study by PubMed trying to figure out why so many Black women are being infected with HIV. If you read the study is very long, but if you read or just look up, you know, the stats of PubMed study, the answers that these ladies gave was because they thought they were in a relationship with someone who was faithful, but yet they didn't know that these men that they were in a relationship with had wives, had girlfriends, had side chicks, They didn't care about, safety or, diseases. They don't care. And this is a very hard pill to swallow for so many women, so many people. But I want you to be honest with yourself. Just be honest. People are really getting diseases at a much faster rate. But yet, when you see on mainstream TV, you see that this explosion of basically porn on regular TV. You hear it in the music, as this is especially big in rap songs and R&B songs. It's huge. All they talk about on there is, I call it mermaid melodies, because all it is lust, lust, lust. And that is one of the ruling spirits over these over this lust and perversion is the marine kingdom. So I started calling them mermaid melodies. Because remember, mermaids, this is not something that is not fake. Mermaids actually were water creatures, and they would send something called a siren. They would make a sound to lure in captains of, boats, boatmen, to drown them, to kill them. This is why they would sing to these men to get them to jump in the water and kill them. This is not a joke. This is no joke. We covered a lot. We just covered mermaids and I just touched on that. Then we covered about this Trojan foolery, trickery. Listen here. I mean, you hear it a lot on the radio. This is how you are. And it's not by coincidence that most of the, rap and R&B talks about is just perversion, day in and day out, 24/7 on the radio. Faith comes by hearing. So if you're hearing that and you're singing that all day long, what's going to happen? You tell me. You're going to open yourself up to more of these types of people, okay? And who knows what else happens? Because, faith comes by hearing, and hearing the word. Who is the word? Remember John 1:1. The word is the Most High God. He is the word in the flesh, okay? Now, listen, y'all, I know I just gave y'all a lot in a short amount of time. And if you're new to my shows, I'm the type of person where I get right to the point. I'm not going to give you a lot of fluff. That is my personality. Cut to the chase. What are we working with here? When you take out a lot of the emotional aspect and you replace it with logic, you will be much more successful in overcoming narcissistic people, toxic people, liars, manipulative people, and of course, these people that are ruled by lust. And one last point, with the doctrine that the all men cheat thing, I wanted to touch on that because I did recently do a TikTok on that. So these artists, which are female artists, and that's not a coincidence. We just talked about that. We have some hip hop artists and maybe a singer. I don't know. They just come up on my, the feed. But I know they're famous and they're artists. And a lot of them are saying all men cheat. All men cheat. There is not one faithful man, not one. And it just struck me like, okay, because these are Black women saying that. And I'm just like, how? So you mean to tell me that these people or these men that they're talking about are so animalistic in nature where they don't have no self-control to say no? Everyone is like, all of them are like that? Or do you want to send a message to women to stay in your toxic relationship, let the man cheat, and let him bring home diseases that could possibly kill you? Which one do you think it is? There is an agenda behind these people that are telling you that every last man is a cheater. They want you to stay in an abusive relationship. They want you to stay and sit there and knowing that this man is a cheater and a liar and just absolutely disgusting. I look at them as walking germs. These people that are filled with lust are just disgusting to me. So you mean to tell me I should just sit there as a person who's not a cheater and just be okay with a partner that is cheating? That goes against the word of God. How? I'm glad you asked. Our master, Jesus of Nazareth, he said the only grounds for divorce is because of sexual immorality. He said that. I didn't say that. That is the only grounds for divorce. So you mean to tell me that, let's say I'm in a marriage and my husband is cheating or your wife is cheating. So this world will tell you that there is no faithful person. None. So you stick with it, you deal with it. No, not going to happen. Nope. If you want to cheat, bye-bye. Because that is grounds for dismissal. It really is. And I didn't say that. That's grounds for divorce. That is the only way, the only grounds for divorce. Okay. Somebody pull that scripture up for me, please. If anything, I just put it in there myself. But somebody had to hear that, because that doctrine that all men cheat and there is not one faithful one, I don't know what kind of animals that they are involved with that have no self-control. Definitely not. Okay, so you already know my stance on that. All right, now later on, I know that this channel is growing, and I made a goal that once I hit 5,000 subscribers, I will come and tell my story of how I went from modeling and being in the industry to doing what I do now. What happened? Such a drastic change. Why? What happened? So I set a personal goal. Let's run these numbers up. And I set this goal because, since doing these shows on YouTube, I don't want to say it. Well, I would. I mean, we're all family here. So, since doing these shows on YouTube and with my book, I noticed a lot of the personal things that I would say. People would take things and also the other content, which whatever. I'm not doing this for clout. Some people have never had any type of attention, or maybe I don't even want to say fame, because this is like, baby fame or, attention, I say. Some people have never had that. And being a person that watches YouTube as well as doing videos, you definitely have to still be prayed up and notice the inconsistencies in who you're following. Okay. A lot of the things that I do is research based. My doctorate is in theology. So I'm not just a person getting up here and just talking. A lot of this is research based. Even with the book, I have a few reference pages in the back of the book. Okay, so it's not just my story in a book. No, it's an actual researched, I call it like a manual. But I was kind of hesitant to come out and tell my story because I would hear so much of my content on bigger channels, and they just basically steal and say and call it as their own. But I set a goal and I said, okay, once I get to 5,000, then I will tell my people, you know, more of how I came out of the entertainment industry into what I'm doing now and the course and just how that happened, because I'm pretty sure people are curious, and if you have any questions for me, that would be awesome too. And if you can write them in the chat, or write them under the video once you do watch this, if you're watching on the replay. But yeah, look for that. I'll definitely announce that, especially when we get closer and closer to that 5,000 mark. Geez, 5,000 people in just such a short amount of time. Oh my gosh, I'm so grateful, and I'm thankful for each and every one of you, because man, it has really been a journey, because this is a new page and I'm just happy to be here. All right, so I hope everyone had a blessed time, a blessed Wednesday, and I absolutely love each and every one of you. And look out for some more of the music that I put under my playlist. All right. All righty. I love you guys. I hope everyone has a wonderful, fabulous Wednesday. Bye.